A very warm welcome to the latest scintillating episode in our extraordinary series known as A Jolly Good Natter over coffee and biscuits. My name is Richard Story, and as always, I am joined by my erstwhile friend and companion, the one who never forgets his name. Prove it.
Mark Cameron.
I know you just can't believe that he always remembers it. Right, now you might think that having myself and Mark presenting the podcast is all you need. I know we do, don't we?
Yeah.
But have we got a treat for you today? Have we got a treat for them today?
We certainly do.
We certainly do, because joining us, if you're a regular on my TikTok live, you have heard me refer to him affectionately many times as Chris of the T-shirt. It is the man himself, ladies and gentlemen, in person, direct from Bournemouth, the one and only. Give it up for Chris Nicholls.
Thank you very much, Mark. Richard, sorry.
You nearly forgot. You knew.
So I am Chris from Bournemouth, and you may have referred to me as Richard as a T-shirt, which is right here.
Look at
I
that.
shall stand up so you can see the back as well. All the housemates are there from 2025.
You see, how cool is that? On a day like this, you need to be cool. You do. It's a hot one today. It's a hot one today. Yes, now the thing I must point out to you, ladies and gents, is that this T-shirt, you see, if you can see the caption there, it says Richard to win. See, he made this T-shirt, got it all made up before the result was known. You see, so how's that for support? How's that? Have you ever considered supporting me? You see? Anyway, all right, yes. Now then, the whole Big Brother thing is a little bit of a mysterious entity, as we all know. It's shrouded in secrecy. Even the housemates don't know a lot of what goes on. And there's a lot that we still can't tell you even now. And there's something I can't tell you about this gentleman here. But what I can tell you, is, because lots of people have done this, so I can tell them this bit. He's applied for the next series. He has. So you might be seeing him on the very screen where you saw me. What more could you want than that? Hey, have you put your application in yet? I keep telling you.
I'm still missing it out.
You see what I have to work with.
You have nothing to lose by applying.
Exactly.
Nothing to lose. And if you're there for the end for 70 days, think about it. As a break from the home, a break from the missus, a break from the kids, and you still could win it.
Well, it's possible.
It's possible.
And a living proof. And not only that, ladies and gents, but if you've been following the TikTok lives, you will know that I have been nominated for the Reality TV Awards. And yesterday, mark you, I was sent my official invitation to the award ceremony. So I am definitely in with a chance. Of course, we won't find out the result until the night itself. But we'll see. The voting is still open. So if you haven't voted yet, can I please implore you to do it? I will love you forever. These two fine gentlemen have voted. You have voted, haven't you?
I have voted many times.
You
I keep forgetting.
You keep forgetting.
I'm doing so many other things.
What am I going to do with you? You see, if I don't win, you'll be sitting there wondering, would I have won if you put your vote in? Anyway.
I'll tell you what, I will vote on your behalf. There we go. I'll vote on my behalf.
That's a full for you.
Yeah, anyway.
Anyways, how have you been?
Oh, I've been all right, actually. I mean, I've been all excited since yesterday.
Yes?
Yes, with all of this stuff. And now just looking forward to it more than ever, and having to consider, deep and profound questions like, what am I going to wear? Because it's formal, it's black tie.
You know what you should wear?
So go on and tell me. I can't wait.
The outfit that you wore when you won this brother.
I did think about that, but I think they want more formal than that. Black tie.
Black tie.
It's like bow tie and everything.
Yeah.
Do you have formal gear?
Yeah, I do.
You did? Okay, let's go on this. Yeah. Did you have formal gear?
I do.
Okay, well, yes. Well, you might need it depending on how your application goes.
Yeah, I might.
Covered. The next series starts, not very long after that.
Yeah.
Late September, I think.
Late September, and it's going to be on for 2 months' time.
Yeah.
They've extended it by a week as well.
Yes, they have.
They have?
Yes. And they've extended it by a week because they had 150 million streams of the last series on the catch-up service. Just a few. They were worried because they put it out, or the other side, the other side, put out Traitors at the same time. They showed them both simultaneously. And Traitors is very popular. And so they did, I think, lose a bit of viewers there. But because people can go back and watch the catch-up thing, they were delighted for 150 million. That's pretty good.
Right,
And so the next series went ahead, and it's going to be longer. They've extended it. So
it's the longest. It's going to be the longest
it is, yeah.
season ever, isn't it?
Yeah, longest on ITV.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which I find only slightly irksome because I was rather wanting to be able to say that my one was the longest, which it was until now.
Back on the days it was on Channel 4, it was on for 2.5 months.
Oh, can you believe that?
10 weeks, 12 weeks.
Good gracious me.
Wow. It was on like all of July, beginning of September, and it started June, July, August, September. From then, those sort of months started on Channel 4.
Right.
Going back a few years though.
Well, and so Chris, I've got to ask you, I mean, obviously the fact that you have gone to the trouble of creating this extraordinary t-shirt, which I have to show, I say, impeccable taste, you would agree with that, wouldn't you?
I would have changed the picture on the front, but yeah, other than that, yeah.
Well, your picture could be there if you get your application.
I'm still filling it out. I'm still filling it out. I told you, I'm still filling it out. Yeah, but you know, that mug on the front there, you know,
Well,
could be changed. It would make it a little bit better. But
you see what I have to cope with?
Well, Mark, if you enter it, I'll have the exact one for you. You in the front,
right, you know, you've done very well there.
and
You've done very well.
0.6 housemates in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you see, if he enters for it, and if you enter for it, and if only if we don't know, and I'm not saying, but if you were both to get in there, you wouldn't be able to do the t-shirt because you'd be in there.
But that's the
However, I can make one before going in the house.
Oh, yeah, but you wouldn't know who your fellow housemates are.
yeah,
till you
that's
get
the
in
thing,
there.
yeah, you don't know.
Yeah,
I could do one up here, Chris for the win, with myself in the front,
Yes.
and on the back, do 16 black squares
Yes.
with a white question mark in each.
Oh, like Mr. X or something. Oh, yes, it could do that.
Yeah.
You could even wear it in the house.
I could move to the house.
Yes. See, now here's the thing. You see, when I applied for it, there comes a point where you have to sign a thing to say you're not going to tell anyone that you're in the running for it.
Even though you just told the whole world that Chris may be applying for it.
No, people can say they've applied, but they can't say if anything happens subsequent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good.
So, for all I know, and for all you know, ladies and gentlemen, maybe they've both applied and are both well into the audition procedure already. He's not denying it. He's not denying it.
Question.
Yes.
Can you reapply for it?
I believe that previous winners are not eligible, but they have occasionally done cheeky things like a previous winner will sort of appear through the glass and kind of like a sort of ghostly character and whisper something and say, you need to watch Fred over there because he's doing da, 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 and then you fade away again. And so
I remember.
You're not actually in the house, but involved to some degree.
Yes. Yeah. So carry on. Yeah.
Oh, can I?
Yeah.
You really can. See? Yes. Well, I was going to ask you, the fact that you've gone through all the trouble of making this wonderful t-shirt, obviously you're a bit of a Big Brother aficionado.
I know quite a bit about the show's history.
Right. So what was it? I mean, I'm assuming that you don't necessarily make a t-shirt like this every series.
No.
Right. So what was it about this particular series that sort of drew you into this role of fandom?
This season, I was able to watch the daily shows. For the previous 2 years, been on holiday, so I couldn't really watch them. But this year, I could. And out of the 3 seasons that IGB has, this was my the best year by a long way. Loads of laughter, loads of comedy, and some of your one-liners, class.
Oh, was there a particular one you liked?
When he gets doing the hospital task, he told Caroline to shut up over the phone. I burst out of laughter. I thought that was amazing.
Well, that was hardly a one line.
And I said,
Yeah, just being direct.
and I said to her, to my other half, that's the winner. Full stop.
It's quite extraordinary, because lots of people have told me that as soon as they saw me in the first episode where I was there, that's the winner. People picked me out from the very beginning. But when I watched it back my own self, and I saw the early episodes, I have to say, I didn't particularly impress myself in those early days. Whenever the camera was on me, I just seemed to be sitting there going,
This is why a lot of the people said you didn't do anything in the house at first, because as you rightly mentioned, the way that they take the pictures of you or the recordings of you early on in the house, it affects how the viewers view you.
Yes.
And so once you became more active, and as me and your brother Peter said, once you came out your shell a little bit, that's when people start to really see who you really are, and the liking to you start to gather traction.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, who can say what the whole dynamics of the thing? How it
Because even when I saw you, I was thinking, it's not really doing much. That's literally that's what I was thinking when I first saw you. I thought,
Right.
why is he not doing anything? He just seems to be just sitting around most.
Yeah. Well, of course, the other thing, because I was thinking about it, and the other thing is that when there's lots of people there, you don't have as much space to do anything. It's as the group gradually gets smaller, then of course you've got more scope for interaction and.
And then you didn't mention also that the fact that one of our previous recordings of our podcast that everybody talks over each other. So it was very difficult for you to generally just get a word in edgeway.
Yes.
But once that kind of tapered down a little bit, that's when you managed to get your true personality out, and then the liking of the housemates came towards you really.
I think that's right. If you remember, there was that one episode where we all had to give each other white or red balls in the jar, depending on whether you'd made a positive or negative impact. And I was amongst the fewest of either colour. And that's when he said, it's better to have a bad impact than no impact at all. Richard, you've got the least. Why do you think you're not making much of an impact? And that's when I started talking about what you just said about people talking over each other. But then I went to the diary room and had a chat there. And it was that they showed this bit. There was a lot they didn't show, but they showed this bit. And that was the bit where I was sitting in the chair and Big Brother said, so what do you think about this, that you're not making much of an impact? And I said to him, well, I might make an impact. I might. And what about this? I said, no, you weren't expecting that, were you? And he goes, I wasn't. Their impact this year.
I remember that was good. That made you laugh.
The thing was, it surprised even me because I didn't know I was going to do that.
That's spontaneous. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you know when you're going to find out when you?
I can't comment.
Okay, the NDNA.
I can't comment.
I can shed some light on it from my experience.
Yes. Okay.
Which is that there doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to it. Some people who were in the house with me were invited to do it about 3 or 4 weeks before it started.
Okay.
But as you know, my invitation came 3 days before. So there doesn't seem to be a hard and fast procedure.
Okay. All right. Interesting. Well, good luck anyway, Chris.
Thank you.
It'll be very interesting to see you in the house, especially with. Is it going to be the same number of housemates, or is the housemate?
No, there'll be no.
No. But they haven't disclosed that either.
No.
If that's going to be increased.
What could
I
happen?
think it will be.
I can remember in previous episodes there could be 6 in a house, 6 in a secret house. Like he was to head to housemates had that fake eviction. Was it Sam?
Yeah, Sam was fake evictions, and Emily went out first day.
Yes.
Yeah, first couple
But she came back in a week later or 2 weeks later.
She came back in at the same time as Sam and also Farida. They all came in.
Yes.
Climbed in through the window.
So there could be 6 in one house, 6 in the other house, and they all watch each other. And then after, say, 3 or 4 days, they all get together and I see fireworks.
I'm pretty sure, wasn't that on the Channel 4 season where they had the secret house?
Yes, with Emma and Michelle.
Yeah.
And then that was notorious known as Fight Night.
Yeah. The Channel 4
Yeah.
series of Big Brother
Was brilliant.
It was brilliant. Have you seen any of the previous?
I've seen. I haven't seen the whole thing, but I've seen little extracts where people are getting quite cross with each other.
It was more entertaining in that fact because there was more drama.
Yes.
That's the difference between the Channel 4 and the Channel 5 and the ITV versions of Big Brother, is that the drama was much more. It was more entertaining to watch in that regard because you could watch it and think, oh, I can't wait to watch tomorrow.
It's like
It's like a continuation. It's like a movie where it's like a part 2. It's like, oh, this is amazing.
Yeah.
But yes, and you had Nasty Nick, which I've mentioned previously before to the viewers. He was the most famous housemate because he literally went completely
cheated.
Yes, he just went from one.
He
and he was brilliant.
He brought in a pencil, and wrote down names of housemates on pieces of paper.
Which you're not allowed to do.
Yeah.
No, you're not allowed to do it.
Yeah.
And he got caught by
Big Brother.
by the housemates.
Oh, right.
Can't remember who the lead housemate was, but he got caught. He got kicked out.
Oh, really?
He got booted.
Well, because someone in my series hang on to it. He provided pens to write something down in one of the games. Yeah. Right, all pens now must be returned to the locker, and they were except one. One person hung on to one.
Yes.
And he said, right, I forget who it was now. It wasn't me. I'm like, far too innocent. But he said, right, so and so, Big Brother says, bring the pen back to the locker. And so he was spotted.
And I can remember Sam had a jam jar or something similar.
Sam hung on to some honey.
Honey, yeah.
And then so his punishment was he had to sit there in the diary room with a big jar of honey and wash his hair with it, cover it.
Yeah, very funny again.
So, yes, honey's actually been good for the skin and hair. So,
Well, yes.
So that's actually a benefit for Sam. So Sam does, always want to look fabulous anyway. So
It's true. Although he didn't look particularly fabulous, covered in all that sticky stuff, did he?
luckily there wasn't any beans or what's around.
Very good shout. That was it.
So yeah.
It occurred to me that was a big jar of honey, if you remember, in there.
Yeah.
And I thought, wow, if I was there, if I'd had to do that, and I'm glad I didn't. In fact, I got through the whole series without being gunked or anything. Which, thank goodness.
You went through the whole series and didn't get told off.
Exactly.
You didn't get told off.
You're right. Well, not bad.
And Big Brother did reward you for not touching the pizza.
Yes. And Cameron also, because he hadn't
Cameron,
do it either. And I stood there saying, don't do it. It'll come back to bite you. And he went, oh, it'll be all right.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
But it was all right for us.
Yeah.
But not for them.
It was.
You see?
So have you got any plans this week? Obviously, have you had any? Sorry, actually, I know that. Sorry, that part you can't talk about. But have you had any plans since last time we saw each other? Which was it was a week ago, wasn't it?
It was about a week ago. Yeah.
Yes. I didn't see you.
Well, it's I do have plans, yes, but it's not Big Brother plans. It's something else.
Yes.
You want to hear it?
Yes.
Yeah,
It's personal. No. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
You want to hear my non-Big Brother plans?
If you want to.
Okay. If you had to, you will have heard me refer to my good friend Fabio Fernandez, who is a fantastic concert guitarist, and he recently released his first album, which contains a miscellaneous selection of all sorts of different pieces of music, 2 of which were written by yours truly. But in a few weeks' time, we're going back into the studio and he's going to record a whole nother album made up entirely of music that I've written especially for him. So just my own stuff. So I've been in touch with him in the last few days and we're going to get together and he's going to play me these pieces so I can give him the benefit of my limited knowledge.
Fantastic. If you give me the link, I'll pop it in the description so people can actually find it on whatever platform it will be.
Good plan.
Yeah.
Yes, because one of the pieces is there on YouTube if you know the secret code to get in, and he does play it very well. You've heard it, have you?
Yes, I was there when we did the episode of the podcast and he kept playing it.
Oh yes, sorry. Yes, that's another one. There's another one as well. The guitarist prayer, the full video thing.
Yeah.
Well, we can put them both. Yes.
I have heard Fabio as well. I will admit his music is very good.
Yeah.
Yes, his music is very good.
That's right. You came to his concert in Nightgate.
I did that in the church.
That's right. You see, he's a bit utter loyalty from start.
If I did have a day for work, I don't mind coming up.
Well,
it's a day out.
A day out, but yes, and of course in this lovely hot weather, what more could you possibly want?
Because it's 33 degrees in London today. As I've said on the previous pod, it's not about the heat; it's the humidity, which is the point of
Yes.
which people suffer from. I'm wearing shorts today. Chris is wearing shorts. Richard is not. So I'm scared to get his legs out.
I don't earn enough to buy any. Well, moving swiftly on. That was a tumbleweed moment.
Yes.
It's the more I tell them. I love this podcast. It's a laugh an hour. Yes. Now, look at it. You see what I have to put up with all these sideways glances? For £1 more, I could have had Claudia Winkleman. Right. Claudia, if you're watching, you're very welcome. Come and sit here, for goodness sake. Anyway, I'll see you at the award ceremony. Save me a seat. Yes. Save me an award. Save me a hosting trip. But anyway, shh, stop it. You see what I have to put up with? He just doesn't let me get a word in edgeways.
No comment.
Exactly. That's the best. Why can't you be a bit more like that? Right. Now then, last episode, we set for the viewers a podcast poser. You remember that? Christopher, do you remember the podcast poser from last episode?
I do, but I cannot remember it.
Well, that's what
I have feelings.
So I said, do you remember it? And you said, yes, I do, but I can't remember it. Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
Okay, just
I remember what she did, but I can't remember what the poser was.
Right. Well, I will refresh your memory and also that of everybody watching. And then I will tell you, if you can't tell me the answer, I will reveal the answer to you. Right. The podcast poser that we set last episode is this. A man goes into a pub and he walked up to the bar and asked for a glass of water. Give me so far?
Yeah.
Yeah, very good, paying attention. I like that. The barman reaches behind the bar and instead of producing a glass of water, pulls out a gun and points it at him. With me so far? It's getting very tense, this, isn't it? The man looks at the barman and says, "Thank you so much," and turns around and walks out. Right, explain what's going on there. That's the poser.
Chris, as you're the guest, you can.
3 shots of vodka. 2 what?
Sorry?
What did you 2 shots of vodka? 2 shots of vodka.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's not the correct answer.
try.
You don't know either. Kenneth. We are as always, in the Mozart Bar, 69, Annerley Road, London, SE19. Owned and presided over by the extraordinarily indefatigable Ken. Because he's here.
Him?
And he's just served me this delicious ice coke. And so I'm going to ask you, Ken, because these two don't know the answer to the podcast poser. Do you?
The answer to the podcast.
The poser that I've just said.
Shotgun.
Yeah, he asks for a glass of water. But instead of giving him water, he pulls out a gun and points it at him. And the fellow says, "Thanks very much," and turns around and walks out. What's going on there?
As a famous Facebook CEO said, "I'll get back to you."
Right. So nobody knows the answer.
Right, there we go.
Nobody. Well, I mean, I do. It's actually wonderful to be the only person who knows something. It's great. I know. What?
It's fine for me.
What?
The answer.
No, I'm the only person who knows the answer. Yes. See, and it's nice being in that elite little club, the only person who knows. All right, I will tell you, because I'm good like that. Yes. The answer is this. I can't wait to see your faces when I tell you. The man who goes into the pub is trying to get cured of his hiccups. So he asks for a glass of water to do that thing of drinking out the wrong side. And the fella realizes he's got a hiccup, so pulls out a gun and he goes, "Oh," like that.
Shock,
And
yeah.
the shock stops the hiccups. He says, "Thank you," and turns around and walks out. There you have it. You heard it here.
Hiccups.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
Yeah.
You've had better ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not going to flood the hiccups.
All right.
Yeah.
All right then.
Right.
All right then. Mr. Cameron, just to show you that I do actually remember your name. Come on then. Give us a better one then.
I don't do these.
Oh.
That's why I can't. If you ever give the
I
answer,
can't do them either, I'm afraid.
I don't do these. Have you ever had one where a podcast poser or poser that you've not been able to answer yourself? That's how you stumbled across it. Actually, this is actually a bit more tricky than I expected without cheating and looking at Google, obviously.
The answer is no, because if I haven't known it, I've asked ChatGPT or whoever it is I've asked to tell me the answer, so I can come and say it here in the podcast. So I've never not known.
But what I meant is if someone gave you one, as in if you was in a bar yourself and someone gave you one, have you ever had difficulty answering one yourself?
Yeah.
That's my questions. But if you can't exactly just grab your phone if you're in the middle of a conversation,
that's
then
true,
that's my point.
A lot of people do that, even though it's very rude.
Mm.
Yes. You'll never catch me doing that. No. See, I've sat here all this time and I haven't looked at my phone once. Anyway, well, what I would do in that situation is I do what I do on this podcast, and that's just waffle on for a bit about anything that occurs to me and usually go off topic and talk about something else. Speaking of which,
Deflect.
oh,
Yes. Okay. So deflect.
I ought to be in politics, really. In fact, I could go and become the MP for Clacton. I believe
You were saying in the house, that the only person that's stopping you is yourself.
it's true. It's absolutely true.
Yeah. Sir Count Binface is
Count
actually
Binface,
it's applying with Nigel Farage. So that's
And at the moment, that's all it is. Just
yeah,
them.
those two. Yes.
Yeah. So this is your chance, Mark. Get your application in.
Oh, Clacton's a bit far away from me.
You see, the excuses.
It says on Nicholls' account.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, MPs get great expenses.
Yeah, they do.
Yes, they do. They do.
I'm looking at just I'm looking at my phone because there's always a structure to the podcast. I'm always just looking just to let you know.
Well, but while they're doing that, should I set the next podcast poster for the next time?
Fantastic. Yes, please.
Yeah. Okay. If of course you know the answer immediately, feel free to say it. Okay. So this is the next one, which we will tell you the answer about. Tell you the answer next time. you can, of course, send us the answer to our Gmail account, which is AJollyGoodNatter@gmail.com. And we will read your messages and tell you whether you're right. Where you can also let us know about any other topics and conversation you'd like us to speak about, or indeed any other guests you think we should approach. Right, while you're thinking about that, here comes the next podcast poser. Are you paying attention?
I certainly am. Yes.
Now, this one's a bit of a gory one. Ooh. You have to give it an 18 certificate. Right. There's a father and son driving down the road, and they're involved in a horrific accident.
Okay.
Need dramatic music there. The father dies at the scene, and the son is rushed into hospital because he's very badly hurt. And he's on one of those trolley things, and he's trundled into the operating theatre, and the surgeon comes in and takes one look at him and goes, I can't operate on this boy because he's my son. Now, how is that possible if the father died in the accident? Ah, there you go. And I will reveal the answer next time.
Son-in-law?
What?
Son-in-law?
Son-in-law?
Yes.
That's just quite.
No. Good try there.
I thought I random stab in the dark.
Yes, yeah. You got the answer? No. Okay.
Right.
Okay. All right. Well, as you were. Okay. Right.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I was just thinking about. I think I may know, but I'll speak.
Oh, you're playing the dark horse. You're not actually going to reveal this moment of inspiration.
Well, then the viewers and the listeners will know. They're waiting for the next episode, so that's what I'm going to say.
Oh, well, yes. Well, you could say, yes, I know, but I'll tell you later. You could do that. No, all right.
Anyway, back to the TV awards.
Oh, yes.
How much are you going to vote when you?
How much are you going to gloat?
Yeah, when you win it.
I won't gloat at all, because if I do win it, it will be entirely down to the public vote. There's no like panel of judges or external anything. It's all just purely public votes. And the really sort of tantalizing bit about it is I have no idea how many votes I need to have a realistic chance of winning. I don't know whether we're talking hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands, or what it is. And because we don't know, that means that every single vote counts.
Well, you have been invited, so that means you're in top 4.
That's it.
What are in top 4?
It's true, I have been invited, but the voting is still open. That's the
When's the closing date again?
Well, I don't know when it closes.
It's not been official. I had to look at the websites this morning, and it's not on there. So they could vote 2 days before. It could close 3 days before.
Yes.
I'm not sure.
Because originally it said voting is open in May and June. And that's all it said. So I was saying to everybody, right, last day of June, the vote's closing. But it stayed there, and it's still there, yes. So we'll see. I mean, and I suppose if you have just one extra vote above the next person, then that's enough to get you the win.
Yeah.
I would like to know who nominated you.
So would I.
Because it wasn't me.
Well, it certainly wasn't.
It isn't me. I'll like to who did it.
What I did do when I found out that I had been nominated, I actually sent an email to Big Brother and said, would you believe it? I've been nominated for this thing. Please tell all the production team to vote for me. I don't know whether they did. They haven't replied. But they came to me afterwards. I thought, well, maybe they are going to nominate it. Not impossible. Anyway, whoever you are, whoever nominated me for the TV awards, thank you. Hugely appreciated.
Yeah.
And especially so because it's like the gift that keeps on giving, because I almost didn't apply to the show at all, as you know. There were so many times along the way where I almost just pulled out of it anyway. I had an email from them saying, thank you very much for auditioning. It was lovely to meet you, but we don't want you to go away. And then they still invited me on anyway. And I thought, okay, I'll go on, but I'll be out after 2 weeks. So it was so much stop, start. And in the end, to win the thing after all of that is extraordinary. And then to be nominated to this award.
You was in the Dre one.
I was.
And then they said, thank you, but no thank you.
No, they said, thank you, but no thank you before the driver.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
See, that was another mental hurdle I had to get over. Because when they said to me, get lost, we don't want to see you again. And then they phoned me to say, will you do the dry run? Part of me was going, well, you tell me you don't want me. What's the point?
I reckon somebody dropped out.
I think so.
Yes. And they need to balance the numbers.
Yeah.
But you are the oldest winner of Big Brother, not in the UK, worldwide.
Yes, it's extraordinary.
Which is amazing.
Yes.
And the second oldest, I believe, is 44.
Right.
So you are in the league of your own.
Well, not only am I the oldest, I'm also the one who looks the youngest. Yes. I'm certainly one who acts the most juvenile, and I know that because he showed me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Very agree on something.
you had the cluster moments in the house. I can remember on the previous episode when you unofficial job was changing the microphones,
Oh yes.
and you saw a hand in a hatch.
Yes.
Yeah, I heard that on your podcast, and I loved. When I was,
They didn't show that then.
no, you didn't share it.
No.
When you said it on your podcast, I thought that was amazing.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
funny because we're not supposed to see any of the behind the scenes
No,
back
you're not.
before. But just occasionally, the way the lighting is through those one-way mirrors, you might just catch a glimpse of a shadowy figure walking along or something. And one time when we did the aeroplane task, and I think it was Zila who knocked on the window saying, let me out, and the glass just fell out of the thing. And there's this great whopping camera luring in, and they quickly pulled it out. They didn't show that bit either.
That would have been funny.
That
It was
they should have. There's so much that we do not see,
absolutely.
and
Yes.
you have seen.
Well, and a lot that I haven't seen either.
Yeah,
The interesting thing is that, when you're in there, you think, oh, you know what, okay, I'm seeing all this stuff. Yes. But if you're in, say, the garden, you don't hear a conversation that's going on in the bedroom until you watch this series back later and go, oh, so they said that, did they? Da, 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 da. So even when we're in there, you don't know what's going on. Not really.
Well,
The only, not really blind spots, but the only things like that I was aware of is sometimes when the production team came in through those little secret doors that you couldn't actually open from this side, apart from emergency handles, just for emergency only. But sometimes they didn't close them properly. And on a couple of occasions, some of the housemates went, oh, look, they've left this open, and kind of pushed open so you could see a little bit into the darkness beyond. And the voice would come on, this is Big Brother. Everyone leave that room immediately. We'll have to clear off. So they came in and locked the door.
and then I can remember you saying when you was house, you could hear some noises from the
Sometimes you can hear the
cast rings.
things, all trundling around and quid out and stuff. Yeah. Thank you for watching. See you again soon.
Thank you.
Okay.